At Ticketmaster outlets, including Music Plus and Sport Mart. We've got lots of other announcements coming up concerning this, but right now we have driving into the Rose Bowl in a beautiful convertible classic car. Is that a Cadillac? Is that, yeah, a beautiful convertible classic Cadillac. Driven by Dave Gahan himself, we have Depeche Mode getting out, and I'll just describe that. They are all wearing black leather. They're going to come over to the microphone right now. Can you hear me, poor man, all right still? I'm sure you can, yeah. Okay, they're coming on over.
It's really exciting, Richard.
I know, they're moving over to the microphone. All right, they're being followed by a film camera. And we have the guys here. They'll be playing live June 18th. And once again, we welcome to Southern California, Depeche Mode. All right. And I think Alan has a specially prepared speech for us.
I do, yeah. Good morning. We want to say good morning to all our fans listening and watching this morning, and we'd like to announce that as a special final concert to our world tour, on Saturday, June the 18th, we'll be playing a concert for the masses here at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena. This will be a very big occasion for us, not only being the largest, but also the most prestigious concert we've ever played as a headline act. And we hope with the help of some special guests to make it a very special event for everyone that comes. And we'd also like to take this opportunity to say a thank you to KROQ for their long and continued support, and also to congratulate them on their 10th anniversary. We'd like to thank the administrative staff of the Rose Bowl for allowing us to use their stadium. And most of all, we'd like to thank all our followers in the LA area for their very loyal support, and we'll see you on the June the 18th. Thank you.
All right. So once again, that's Depeche Mode here at the Rose Bowl, June 18th, along with OMD and Wire, other acts to be announced. I think we have some members of the press here. I know we've got some folks from San Diego, etc. Does anyone have any questions for Depeche Mode at this point? Looking for questions from the audience.
Good, right.
No? You've got a question for Depeche Mode?
How did you go about choosing some of the other acts for the concert?
Okay, the question is, how are the other acts chosen for the concert?
Well, it's very difficult, actually. You know, sometimes there's a lot of acts that you really want to get, and when we first had the idea, we had all these ideas for bands that we wanted, and of course approached them and they're touring or they're doing an album or whatever, and you can't get exactly the ones you want. But we've got a good build together so far, and hopefully there's going to be some more added. So it's going to be a great event anyway, so you've all got to come on down. It's going to be the event of the year.
I got a question for you guys. Apart from this concert, what is the largest concert you've played before? Step on up to the mic if you can. Okay.
We've played quite a lot of festivals before with other artists, but most of the stuff we've done before is indoor arenas, you know. So this is the first real big outdoor event we've done.
Now, I saw you at the Forum, and your show seems to lend itself to a large arena. Do you like playing like a large stadium like this?
Yeah, because it's really exciting, and it's a challenge. You know, I think that we're playing larger and larger gigs as we go along, all around the world, all the time, in Europe as well. And this is really the biggest challenge for us that we've ever had. And we know it's going to be good. It's going to be a great day, and if it's going to be sunny, and you know, all the kids will just come down and have a great time.
All right, great. All right, that's Depeche Mode once again, the Rose Bowl, June 18th, along with OMD and Wire, other acts to be announced. The show starts at 4 in the afternoon and runs till late. It's going to be an absolutely terrific show. Tickets on sale on a reserve seat basis, okay? Not festival seating, reserve seat basis at Ticketmaster outlets, including Music Plus and Sport Mart, this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. So join KROQ, and most of all, join Depeche Mode, Saturday, June 18th. It's really going to be great. Now back to the KROQ studio with you, poor man.
Richard, that's really exciting. Can hardly wait for the concert. And right now, the entire Depeche Mode band is at the Rose Bowl with you?
They are all here. Could you say hi to poor man so he believes me that you're all here?
Hi, yeah, we're here.
We're definitely here.
We're not quite awake, but we're here.
Oh, and Dave, are we still on, poor man? Yeah, Dave, could you just say hi to Stella for me?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Stella.
great. She called me like, you remember stuff?
If anybody has any other questions they'd like to ask the band.
That's right. Yeah, does anyone else have any questions for Depeche Mode?
Yeah, I just want to, you guys do really well in the large cities. You feel that the small town America is not really perceiving or misconstruing what Depeche Mode is all about?
Well, really what Alan said was true, that, you know, LA's always been behind us right from the beginning. And now it's starting to happen for us in other areas as well, even places like down in Texas, and we're going in all sorts of places on this tour, Denver and Salt Lake, and we do very well in all those places. On the east side as well, we do very well. We're playing Meadowlands there, which hopefully will sell out the minute it's announced. No, we're starting to break. I mean, it's always LA and New York are the places where you come first, and we've been working hard at it, and hopefully it's going to come together for us this time.
How'd you do on the South of France tour?
Brilliant, very good. Totally sold out. It was great.
Wow.
They know you're not French, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But it's a bonus having a French name.
What about playing in here in the big arena? You guys going to have to mobilize and stuff so that you can be more animated, or?
Well, we're going to have a lot of sort of special effects and stuff, and a few surprises. So we don't really have any problems with that. You know, I enjoy it. I mean, you know, I do a lot of the work out the front there, and the bigger the gig, I enjoy it more. You know.
Is it going to be kind of scary, kind of working on this big crowd?
No.
How about, is there going to be a different song lineup to the set you played at the Forum?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a few different songs, and the lighting effects and stuff are going to be different. There's going to be some surprises and a few new songs. Yeah.
Is the bill at the Meadowlands going to be the same?
No, that's just like us with and OMD are supporting us on the whole tour.
When is that day?
The Meadowlands gig? I'm not sure actually. It's early June sometime. June the 1st, maybe something like that.
Have you guys talked to the Rolling Stones about the remix cover?
Yeah, Mick approved it.
How did the song Pleasure Little Treasure get into the soundtrack of Bright Lights Big City?
Yeah, someone else thinking over it.
I don't know. I think the producer liked the song, so you know, we said sorry. So we said, you know, they can do it. You know.
Yeah. Were you apprehensive about letting that song go because it wasn't on the album, it's only on the CD?
Not really. No. You know, we don't mind if that sort of thing happens as long as you know, it's an okay film. You know.
Right. Okay.
We haven't seen it.
It's a great soundtrack. Yeah. It's a great soundtrack. We got a couple of questions for you, actually off the air, but into this KROQ mic. This is going into our Studio B off the air. If we could get some IDs, even though it's over the PA, it's only going into the... Okay. So being at highest is Andy Fletcher, the last one. Kick off summer with us, so June 18th, Rose Bowl, they've gone. Depeche Mode, we'll see at the Hospital Masses at the Robo, June 18th.
Right. If you want to kick off summer with us, starting June 18th at the Rose Bowl, come on down and that right.
That's not worded very well, but really, it's not your fault. Kick off summer with us, June 18th at the Rose Bowl. I'm Dave from Depeche Mode. See you at the concert at the Masses.
Right.
Yeah.
Kick off summer on June the 18th at the Rose Bowl, and hi, this is Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode.
Something like that. Yeah, we'll see you at a concert for the Masses at the Rose Bowl.
Right. Hi, this is Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode, and we'll see you at a concert for the Masses at the Rose Bowl on June the 18th.
Alright, great. In Studio B here, we can use. How long are you going to be in Southern California now?
Well, we've been here for a few days already. We're just sort of resting up before the tour, and we go down up to San Francisco on Friday for a concert there at Mountain View, and then we go, I think, to Sacramento. Somewhere.
Yeah. So I know you.
So what are you doing now?
I did love it. You said, "Oh yeah, I'm going." And you were thinking about I got so lost.
Good. You can keep him real busy, but
Yeah. Right in the lens of the camera.
Let me know when you're ready, man.
Thank you. Which camera is it? This one? No. Which camera?
Okay, here we go. Depeche Mode pretty much went from, a club band and worked its way up to, to the Rose Bowl, 100,000 people. Is this going to affect your music, or are you going to... How is this going to affect the band, basically? How has all this notoriety affected you guys?
Well, yeah, we've built up. We started off doing a lot of clubs in LA and stuff, and then we come down to Pasadena, and actually one of the biggest gigs we've done in America at that stage was Perkins Palace. So really coming back at the end now and doing at the end of the whole world tour and coming back and doing the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, it's like, it's where we started here in LA as well. So.
All
those years ago. Yeah. We'd like to think that just because we're playing these vast arenas, that hopefully we won't lose that sort of feeling between them. We've always placed importance on that, the feeling between the band and the audience, and not kind of alienating them.
No, that's really important at the Depeche Mode gigs, that the audience is part of the whole thing.
You guys manage yourselves, you handle the business end as well as the music end, which is admirable. Are you receiving with your album going gold and playing arenas? Are you receiving a lot more added pressure from, say, record companies and other sponsors that to let's say do something more commercial or more something that you don't want to do? How do you feel about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always the pressure when you have more success that to become more commercial or whatever, and just to play on it. But I think that's our strength. I think that's one of the big strengths in Depeche Mode, is the fact that we've always done what we wanted to do pretty much record-wise, and the way we wanted the record to sound, because we've produced ourselves more or less in the studio as well. So I don't think that's going to change, drastically at all, in the future. It's, we've gone too long now working the way we work. I don't think we're just suddenly going to completely change just because we're gaining more success. And the success hasn't just come overnight. We've been working on it for years. This is just like, the icing on the cake for the tour, if you like. The tour's been going on since October, and we've been playing large gigs all over the world, sort of 10 to 20,000 seaters all over the world. So this is the biggest, of course, but it's as I say, it's not like we've just suddenly come here from nothing.
How did you guys form? You getting together 8 years or something like that, and how'd you come up with the name Depeche Mode?
Well, it's just the name of a French magazine.
You've got to say the question.
Yeah, when
the name, sorry.
Okay. So
the name comes from a French magazine, and basically we just formed when we left school.
You guys are from Basildon, Essex, England, or
Basildon.
Basildon. Okay.
Yeah, we're from. Actually, Martin and Andy. You're from Basildon, aren't you?
Nottingham.
Yeah, well, you were born in Nottingham. Mark was born in London. Alan was born in London, and I was born in Epping. But the majority of us lived in Basildon for the most of our life. Alan was brought up in London.
What's it like when you go home now?
What's about Basildon?
Yeah.
God, we get a real sort of home welcoming. It's like when we go into town, they usually have like all streamers out and stuff. It's like welcome home, Depeche Mode, all that sort of stuff. Small town. We're small town boys.
Do you have a lot of trouble being recognized in public? How has that affected you? Do you mind it? Do you like it?
It's difficult walking around the town, our hometown, with garlands on. People tend to recognise us.
Yeah, that's right. When you're wearing the tour jacket and you've got like lights with Depeche Mode on your back and stuff, it's like... No, I mean, it's not that bad at all. We don't really have trouble like that. We're lucky in lots of ways. You get hassled a bit sometimes, but it's no more than anywhere else in the world.
What's the craziest thing that ever happened to you on your recent tour? And who's the craziest member in the band?
It's got to be Alan.
Yes, I planted some spring onions.
Yes, Alan's totally like wild.
He's into gardening.
He's into gardening and planting things, aren't you?
One of them came up as well.
It's supposed to be 6 though, wasn't there?
Well,
when your peas come up.
What's the craziest thing that ever happened to you on tour? Or period?
Probably having fights, I suppose. The craziest thing that happens on tour is getting into a fight with each other.
With each other, huh? You guys
after the gig and then going back on stage.
You guys fight a lot, or?
No, we don't actually. There's been a few fights, well, 2.
If you hang around a bit, you might see one a bit later.
Yeah.
We're due for one, put it that way.
As soon as we drive out of here, we're all friendly now, but we've all got our separate limos out there, and then we just go home back to separate hotels.
What kind of what bands do you listen to, or what bands have influenced you most? Because now Depeche Mode seems to be a band that has influenced other people. You talk to newer bands and you go, you know, what bands influence you? And
Oh, my leg just went donk. Oh.
And
Stop.
and
Sorry about that.
It's all right, no problem.
That's good news.
What was the question? Sorry.
Take it, Mark.
What bands have influenced you the most in your music?
Wow. When we first started out, we were influenced by a lot of the early electronic bands like KROQ, and even OMD, really, you know, 'cause they were out sort of 2 or 3 years before us, and we were listening to their first couple of albums before we started. So it's quite, you know, funny that we're playing together now on this tour. But other than that, you know, we've all got lots of different tastes, and it's very difficult to say who actually directly influences you.
What are you guys listening to mostly now? Keeping an eye on?
Just all kinds of different things, you know, not necessarily current music in particular, you know. I mean, I like personally, as Martin said, we've all got different tastes, you know. I like a whole variety of different music.
Right from really sort of early stuff, early rock and roll, to sort of 60s stuff and 70s stuff, and now stuff that's happening now as well, you know. It's a massive cross-section, you know. I think you've got to keep your ears open, you know.
Who plans your stage shows, and what do you have planned for the monster show that you're going to have here?
Well,
a few nuclear explosions.
yeah, a few, the usual things. Yeah, a few rockets going off, stuff like that. No, there's gonna be a few surprises with this one, and a few new songs and stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be different to what we've done on the rest of the tour. There'll be a lot of big surprises and special things happening, which we won't let on now. You have to come along and see.
We've got a girl called Jane Spears who we work.
Jane Spears.
She's from Australia, talks in a very high voice. But we've worked with her for the last 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And she's very good. She does the lights and helps to design the stage.
She's very
show.
subtle.
She's quite subtle.
But she's good. She's very good. She has the woman's touch, you know.
Is black your guys' favorite color? You seem to always be
Yep.
adorned in black. Is there any reason for that, or is it just that...
No, it's because we're so moody and really sort of down all the time. That's why we wear black all the time. We're really depressive. And no, it's just we actually can look united if we wear black, you know. We usually, when we go away, we all put our flower shirts on and stuff like that. You know, we're in our own rooms, but get the uniform on when we come out again.
So with this show, a lot of people would say, "Wow, Depeche Mode's probably, you know, peaking right now." I'm sure you guys don't like to think of it that way. What's in the future for Depeche Mode?
Well, we're going to be doing a club tour on the next tour. We're getting back to our roots, and I don't know. This is a special event, you know. It's not like, I mean, obviously it's a big high point it will be a high point in our career, but we want it to be a special event. It's not just a gig, you know, a regular gig. It's our gig, but it's you know, it's going to be a whole day's event of other things going on as well, and you know, people can come down just to have a good time. So no, we don't look at it like we don't intend to sort of after this tour to go gigs like this all around the world, because that would be impossible. No, we'll just carry on the way we have, you know, and keep building on our career, you know.
That's great. Can we get a few IDs from you?
Sure.
Guys? Okay. How about
You want to do the MTVs first?
let's do the
You know your MTV. Right?
You've got your MTV IDs. Did Les give you those?
Mark,
I'm not sure.
you're on.
Hello, I'm Martin Gore.
We'll do the MTV IDs. And then
It is that one. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, of course not. Yes,
It's your favourite bit.
yeah, Mark
yeah,
been
you
rehearsing
our
it.
IDs, and then we'll be done.
Right,
You
I
all
looked
right?
at it once.
He's been working on it for a few weeks.
Working on it?
Yeah.
With Club MTV.
Okay. Tell us whenever you're ready. You just look into the camera and go for it. Are we rolling?
Yeah, hold on, let me listen to
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Hello, we're Depeche Mode, and I'm Martin Gore,
and get behind the wheel and on Route 66 with Club MTV and come to see us at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena. June 18th.
Crazy. One more time, look at now you guys got to help a little, support him a little bit now, because I know you're sitting there going.
Come on, Mark.
Good. All right, one more time, look right in the camera. Ready?
Hello, we're Depeche Mode and I'm Martin Gore. And get behind the wheel and on Route 66 with Club MTV and come to see us at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena on June the 18th.
Okay, one more time. Right into it.
What's wrong with a laugh?
Right into it.
Hello, we're Depeche Mode and I'm Martin Gore. And get behind the wheel and on Route 66 with Club MTV and come to see us at the Rose Bowl, Pasadena on June the 18th. Okay, what's the next one? They're all the same, really.
Just do a general and say hi, we're Depeche Mode and you're watching Club MTV.
Right. You're watching our new video on MTV.
Right, exactly. This is our new video behind the wheel on Club MTV.
Yeah.
Shall I do it? Should we do the...
Yeah, let's do this. All right.
Routine.
Shall I finish up on this one then?
All right.
Do you want to start off then?
Hi, I'm Andy Fletcher.
Martin Gore, Alan Wilder.
And I'm Dave Gahan, and we're Depeche Mode, and you're watching our new video, Behind the Wheel, on MTV.
Okay, is that all the MTV ones?
Yeah, do it Club MTV.
And a Club MTV, okay? Same thing?
You just say you're watching Club MTV.
Right, alright, okay. Go on.
Hi, this is Andy Fletcher.
Martin Gore, Alan Wilder.
And I'm Dave Gahan, and we're from Depeche Mode, and you're watching Club MTV.
Okay, now we just need a few for request video.
Request video right here on KDOC.
Okay. Hi, we're Depeche Mode, and you're watching request video here on KDOC, channel 56.
You take that out.
Thanks a lot. TV 56.